Hello, everyone. Today's February 24th, 2021. I'm Richard Lewis Brown. You know I'm running for Local 1000 president. I'm doing this live Facebook video this morning. Last night, Annika Walls, like she does every Tuesday, talks about telling the truth on a Facebook Live. And when she allowed me to come on, she cut me off and she didn't allow me to finish my train of thought because she didn't want to hear what I had to say, which is something similar, if not identical, to our current Local 1000 president, Yvonne Walker. This is the behavior of your so-called wannabe Local 1000 leadership. They tell you what they want you to know, and then when you question them, they ignore you, they shut you down, they cut you off. They send their sycophants out to stop you. I'm not letting Annika Walls, MTC, Yvonne Walker, or anyone stop me from winning this election. Last night, I was bringing up the point that Sophia Perkins, who's running for Local 1000 president with MTC, and Annika Walls tried to recruit me 2019 and 2020. So when people say that I'm so crazy and that I don't know what I'm talking about, but yet Sophia was desperately trying to recruit me to replace Kevin Menninger on her slate. She wanted my ideas. She likes my ideas. And she knows that Kevin Menninger is prejudiced. So she was trying to replace him, and Annika was supporting that. That's the facts. Now, MTC has done a great job of telling people over the years that I'm splitting the vote, that Yvonne Walker hires me to split the vote in every election. 2015, 2018, hi Annika Walls, and this current election. Let me reassure you, MTC, Kevin Menninger, that lie you've been spreading over the years has come back to haunt you now. I've never been hired by Yvonne Walker, but you would make that point because she's black and I'm black. But that's okay. Yvonne Walker has never hired me to split any votes. In fact, your ranked choice voting, Kevin Menninger, is why Tony Owens left MTC, along with your prejudice, because you don't want to support a black person replacing another black person. That's what it is. That's what it is about you, Kevin Menninger. And I'm not mad at you. In fact, last night, Kevin, you actually helped me get back on the Facebook Live so I could speak to Annika before she cut me off. But the fact is this. You're prejudiced, Kevin, but that's okay. You can be prejudiced in America. But I'm going to still win this election. And like I stated earlier, Sophia Perkins and Annika Walls was trying to recruit me to replace you, Kevin Menninger. They tried in 2019 and they tried again in 2020. But I'm going to get to the splitting of the votes. Now Tony has left MTC. Now in MTC, you're splitting your own votes. But this is how God works. Yvonne Walker is now splitting her votes with Miguel Cordova. Now, Kevin, you made a great point. You said, is it a real slate, Miguel Cordova? That is a real slate. Is Yvonne Walker doing everything she can to win the election with her slate members? That's a good question. Maybe one day you and I can sit down and we can talk live on Facebook and talk about some things. Because we do have some things in common, even though I know you don't like me. But MTC, you're splitting your votes with Tony Owens. And Yvonne Walker's splitting her votes with Miguel Cordova. But the only person who's been telling the truth from the time I became outspoken in 2012 is me. I never took the salary stipend. I was part of that first recall attempt in 2015 in November that Annika was, you were there, Kevin was there, Mish Block Sherrills, a few other people were there leading the way. Unfortunately, we came close, but we couldn't get her out of there. We failed to recall her. Now, here's the funny thing. When she finally got the money in June 26, 2016, in the 24-hour marathon session down in LA, I let her recall again. And Annika and Kevin and everyone, you agreed. And you all signed a petition. But now you're taking the salary stipend money. You campaigned in 2018 You would not take that salary stipend money because you were different. You were not like Yvonne Walker. But now you took the money. You're no different than she is. Now, I'm the only one who's going to tell you openly about this. Other people are going to talk about you behind your back. But I don't do that. If I got something to say about you, I'm going to tell it to your face in front of everyone and let everyone make their own decision. Now, your platform, MTC, your platform is my platform. But you nuanced it. That's Kevin Menninger at his best. Take my ideas, nuance it, and sell it. And you guys are good salesmen. You're politicians. I'm not a politician. You guys agreed with giving up the money to the state. How do I know this? Because you wear the color purple. And when you wear the color purple, that tells everyone you support politics. You support SEIU. I don't support SEIU. You don't see me wearing purple. Now, maybe you will have the courage to debate me, and you won't cut me off, because when you talk, I'm not going to cut you off. But when you ignore me and try to minimize me, then I'm going to keep coming for you, like I'm coming for Yvonne Walker. So last night, David Jimenez said, basically, why does Richard single us out for a debate versus single out all the other candidates? If you noticed, when I'm tweeting at Yvonne Walker. I'm not running from her. I'm not running from Miguel Cordova. I'm not running from no one. I never have run from anyone. I'm fighting to become the Local 1000 president so we can stop these PLP days that should have never happened. I'm fighting because I'm going to reduce these dues by 50%. We're going to get a 21% pay increase on our next contract because I'm going to lead the contract. And you say, well, how can you do that? Beverly Arias always says that. Well, how can you get around the board? The board's not going to vote for you, Richard, on the things that you want to do. That's because she thinks inside the box. And she's typical of MTC. You can't go outside your box. You always think inside the box. You don't have a game, you don't have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. You won the election, you got up in there. Or as some people say, Yvonne Walker let you win so she could embarrass you. And then she took you off full-time union leave. But I got a game plan to implement my 10-point platform. I know what I'm doing. People say, well, Richard, you're doing these personal attacks on Facebook. Am I? Am I really doing personal attacks? Or am I exposing people for what they are? The frauds that they are. You can't expose me for anything. You may say, well, Richard, you're too emotional, or you use that racist statement they use on black men when we speak our minds, but because our voice carries, and because we don't come from Europe, we come from Africa. And when we get at you and we tell you things, our eyes flex and our voices go up in pitch. And then they want to call us angry black men. No, I'm not angry. I'm passionate. And I'm serious. I see you, Rochelle Diggs. Keep fighting. She ignores everyone who questions her. Listen, Annika Walls, because I know you're watching this. Here's the funny thing about last night. If you would have allowed me to talk, and you could have talked to me. At some point, people were asking me, well, Richard, other people are running for these VP positions. Who are you supporting? I know who I'm supporting. Now, I know these people on these other slates, including you, Annika, don't support me. But I know I'm going to have to work with some of you. Very interesting. It's very interesting. And that's why I put that picture up with all the faces of people, the status quo teams, so everyone knows who everyone is. I'm not running from anything. And last night, Annika was, if you would have allowed me to talk, I wanted to say some things about when MTC is getting people to vote for them that may help you guys win. Yeah, I want to win, but I'm not selfish. And there will be some trickery and a strong possibility with the counting of the ballots. Now, this is my third trip. I know what I'm talking about. You people can criticize me and demonize me all that you want on Facebook. I'm spending my money. No one's helping Richard Lewis Brown. Richard Lewis Brown is spending his own money through management, financial management, and self-discipline. I'm not asking for campaign donations like MTC, even though you're collecting the salary stipend right now. And when you won't show where you're spending that money, you're acting just like Yvonne Walker. You guys just don't see it, but I do. But I saw Yvonne Walker for who she was a long time ago. She's selfish. But Annika Walls, Sophia Perkins, Kevin Menninger, I don't know David Jimenez so well. You guys are acting like her. You're conducting yourself like her. One thing people will say about me, Richard is serious. Richard's not lying. I'm trying to help people get their money. We should have never lost these 2 days. And I didn't see the VPs going to work on Yvonne Walker the way you guys go to work on me. You're fighting the wrong person. You always have. You don't see the big picture. Anytime a union has a contract and then they give up their money while under that contract, that means you do not have a union. That's what that means. Rochelle Diggs, it says bring them on camera. I can hit this button if you want to come on camera with me. You just send me a message if you want me to. You cannot give up money while you're under a contract as a union. You've lost all of your power. Annika Walls, Kevin Menninger, Tony Owens, you should have held your ground and told Yvonne, this is wrong. And you should have been very outspoken about it. And I would have backed you up on it. A lot of people would have backed you up on it. But you didn't do that. You just didn't. You just rolled over. And that's why people are dissatisfied. They don't see the fight in you. When you refuse to debate me, Sophia Perkins, you know what people see? They see Yvonne Walker. Well, they should, because Yvonne Walker made Sophia Perkins. Our prior 2 contracts, Sophia was the bunk chair for bargaining unit 4. Them sorry-ass, child-like contracts, condescending child-like contracts. Sophia was part of Yvonne's crew, and then Sophia walked away from her. Now Sophia wants that money, that salary stipend money. And Annika Walls, you know I'm telling the truth on this. So you keep doing your Facebook Live videos on Tuesday, and I'm going to keep watching, and I'm going to keep coming for all of you. And you can keep sending your fans, your supporters, your sycophants, keep sending them my way, and I'm going to keep sending their asses right back to you. I'm not afraid. And now some people say, oh, Richard, you do a lot of fancy talking. Okay. I'm Richard Lewis Brown. My number is 408-207-2339. I live at 3225 43rd Street, Sacramento, California, 95817. Yeah, come through if you want to. That's what I mean. Come on through and holler at me. You don't want to talk on Facebook? You want to talk to me directly? Come on by the house, or come on by where I work at the State Treasurer's Office in downtown Sacramento. I'm not afraid of anybody, and I mean that. So I'm going to stop this here, but I wanted to respond to last night from being cut off. Annika, you should have never cut me off last night. You may not want to hear the truth, but you're going to hear it. And I'm going to be tweeting, and I'm going to keep coming. I mean that. All right, February 24th, 2021. I'm Richard Lewis Brown. Thanks so nice for everyone to watch this video this morning, this early in the morning. Have a great day.